I had Brooke's phone call traced.
You found out exactly what I found out. It's an international call, right? Look, you're not the only one that's concerned about her. And I am still her husband.
I know that.
Listen, if you find out anything, okay? Anything at all, promise to let me know.
Is everything okay over here?
Hey. Time for me to wet my whistle.
So that's what we know so far. It's an overseas call. Which means...
That Brooke could be anywhere.
just wish she'd come home. I feel like a part of my heart is missing. Of course, Nick's determined to find her, too.
How are things between you and your brother? Where is he, anyway? Well, looks like Nick has done his disappearing act again.
Dane here. France. You sure the call came from France? Thanks. This is Captain Payne. Get the Moroni jet fired up. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Welcome aboard, sir. This just arrived for you from the Moroni office in Paris.
Give us some ideas of where we're heading. Brooke Logan and her daughter were in our office 3 days ago. We'll have more information when you arrive. Set course for Paris, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Have I disturbed you, Brooke?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm feeling better than I have in a long time. I can't thank you enough. It's so peaceful.
That's what we wish to offer you. Guidance through difficult life passages. A time for quiet reflection. An opportunity to discover yourself.
That's why I'm here, Sister Madeline. To make sense of everything that's happened to me and try to find a way to make it better.
Then perhaps it's time to find God's plan for you and allow it to happen.
Thank you. I wish it were that simple. But it isn't.
How are the kids doing?
They're fine. Thomas has got them under control. Where's Dad?
Well, he didn't want to hear any more of my opinions regarding Mr. and Mrs. Moroni.
He left?
He's crossed the line where Jackie's concerned, and this is going to be nothing but trouble for all of us.
You may be right, but isn't that something Dad has to figure out on his own? Nick, what's going on?
I want to let you know that I'm on the Moroni jet.
Why?
I'm going to see Brooke.
Listen, I thought we agreed to honor her wishes and stay put.
Well, I got some new information.
What information? Do you know where she is or not?
I got a lead.
So what, now you're just gonna swoop in and confuse her even more? She's still my wife, Nick.
And she's having my child, Forrester. I'll be in touch.
What's going on?
I need the Forrester jet right away, Mother.
Why?
Because Nick has gone to find Brooke and I'm gonna go after him.
No. You can't.
I had so many hopes for this child, for my family. And now they're gone. Through my own actions. I've hurt his future before he's even born.
Perhaps you shouldn't be quite so hard on yourself. Don't diminish what's happening. You're carrying a gift from God. If the child is healthy and loved, that is the most important thing.
He's going to be loved no matter what. But he's not going to have the father that he's supposed to.
I am not sure you are in a position to make that judgment. You are still grieving. You are pining for the husband you left behind.
My heart does break for Rich. For our dreams. But the truth is, I left for him, not because of him. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to make sense out of my whole life. Because everything that has ever happened has always led back to Rich. Everything. And now I just see a void where we should be standing. I have so much to be grateful for, and yet I feel so empty.
Love doesn't end just because you are not together. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to be together.
Are you saying that I was right to leave Rich?
That's not for me to decide. What about the father of the baby? Is he a bad person?
Oh, no. No, Nick is wonderful.
Does he deny responsibility for the child?
Not at all. He wants to be a part of the baby's life. And mine.
Well, that's certainly something to pay attention to, no?
I can't even consider it. Not now.
You don't have to. Now.
So you think Rich and I are not supposed to be together?
I am saying God is clearly keeping you and your husband apart.
Of course I can go after her. You can't stop me.
Please, you're reacting to what Nick said. Just stop and think this
There's
through.
nothing to think about, Mother. It's just impossible for me to stay away, that's all.
No, it isn't. It's painful, but it's not impossible. She's trying to do the right thing for everyone. Are you going to rob her of that chance?
Mother, look, whatever I do now, I'm going to hurt her in some way.
If you go running over there, you will, yes. You put pressure on her, and she may weaken, and then she'll have to make this decision all over again. You want to put her through that hell?
So he can go? He's got a free pass to do
There are
whatever he
no
wants.
free passes here. Don't you understand that? He's the father of the child. He has a stake in her well-being.
And I don't.
Not right now, you don't. She's trying to find out what she's really made of. You've got to respect that, and you've got to let her do it.
She's vulnerable now. She's fragile. She doesn't know which way to turn.
Have a little faith she'll make the right decision. If she decides to be alone, or if she decides to make a family with the father of the child, then so be it. But there are other people who need you right now. People who love you, whom you love.
And who are we talking about?
Your children. Your children need you. Thomas needs your attention now, and so do the girls. My God, you're not even present when you're in the same room with them. I can't take your place.
So what are you saying, that I have to choose then?
I'm saying there's no choice.
I shouldn't go.
No, I'm sorry, you shouldn't go.
How the hell do I get through this then, huh? Tell me that.
With a little help.
You are a strong woman, Brooke. I can see that even in the few days I have known you. But you hear only your own yearnings.
Isn't that important?
When you swing from one wild emotion to another, you have no center, no bearings, no compass. You are here to take the time to build on your innate inner strength, to make the right choices, to make sure this life growing inside of you knows its father.
That's what I thought I was doing. Everything seems to lead back to Ridge. I still feel like this is his child. I can't let go of that certainty.
Or that wish, because you want it to be true so badly. But in this case, the truth is in the science.
How do I accept that?
Acceptance is simply another part of faith. Let God guide your way.
I'm afraid I'm not very good at that part. Letting things happen without trying to turn them into something that I want. One thing I am certain of, though, is that I want to be strong for my baby. And the only way I can do that is I have to be strong for myself.
That's the first step to finding peace within.
Yes. Thank you, Sister Madeline. I really needed to be here, away from outside distractions. I think it's the only way that I can figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Which way I'm supposed to be going with my future.
You don't have to find your future, Brooke. If you allow it, the future will find you.
Open up your eyes. Tell me what you see. Is there a place for me inside of you?
Nick went after Mom?
He thinks she's in Europe.
Well, who told him that?
He probably traced her call.
She called him?
Bridget, she called both of us. She made it very clear she did not want to be found.
So he went anyway, and you didn't go with him?
I have responsibilities here, kiddo. I have my kids. I have these companies to run.
Well, I think Mom would appreciate that.
Yeah, well, hopefully a lot more than having Captain Courageous show up on her doorstep.
Still, I'm a little relieved. I mean, she hasn't sent me an email in a while. She's not responding to mine. I'd like to know she's okay.
So would I. So would I. I just don't want to hear from Nick.
So you're really not giving up on Mom?
Last time I saw your mother, she said we'd eventually find our way back to each other.
You believe that?
I have to, Bridget. That's the only way I can face all this.
You just said you have to let go.
I have to let her go. I have to let her get on with her life.
Yeah, and you have to get on with yours.
I will. It's just that my love for her is not going to change.
But carrying a torch for a woman who's carrying your brother's child?
Somehow, someday, we're going to be together again.
Yes, but until then, she could be raising this baby with Nick.
If that's how she decides she wants to handle this,
Look, she wants this child to grow up in a stable family. If you and Nick are warring...
Bridget, I could have followed Nick to Europe. I could have traced that call too. But I didn't do that because Brooke asked to be left alone, that's why.
That couldn't have been easy for you.
No, it wasn't. But you know what? It also wasn't easy for your mother to end our marriage, thinking that's what I needed.
Well, you're doing what's best for each other.
Well, that's what love is.
Yeah, and what's Nick doing?
Nick's doing what he thinks is best.
Yes, he is, but for whom?
I guess that depends. It depends if Brooke is ready to come home.
has to be the place. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm looking for a friend of mine. Parlez-vous anglais? Looking for a friend. I believe she's staying here. Her name's Brooke Forrester. I need to know if she's here.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you want Nick to bring Mom home?
I want that to be her decision.
So if Nick can convince her to come...
Look, I couldn't convince your mother to stay here. So Nick's not going to be able to make her come home.
Yeah, but not for him. For the baby.
She might.
And then,
It's not my call.
if it was?
If it was, Brooke and I'd be out shopping for baby clothes right now.
You really wanted this child to be yours.
Bridget, I was so excited. After everything your mother and I have been through over the years, we're finally having a child of our own. My namesake. I can't tell you how excited we were to finally feel like our lives made sense. To have each other, a future, everything we'd ever dreamed of. Now all that's gone. Here I am, at a loss. While my damn brother, Nick, is out there playing the hero.
I'm sorry. We can't give out information about our visitors.
Sister, please, please. You speak English?
The Sisters of the Retreat speak many languages. We cater to an international clientele, men and women.
What about children? Babies? My friend's traveling with her daughter.
I'm sorry. As I said,
Her name's Brooke Forrester. I know I'm in the right place. I have her credit card receipt. She checked in a few days ago. I need to know if she's still here.
if your friend was in the center, and I can't confirm that, she came here seeking contemplation and peace, a respite from the pressures of her ordinary life.
She's pregnant. I'm the father. She's pregnant with my child. She told you, didn't she? She's here.
She may not be ready to see you.
Sister, please, please. I just need to know if she's okay.
Brooke and her daughter are in very good hands.
Well, I need to see that for myself. Remember, she's the mother of my child. Now, I won't do anything to upset her in any way. I just want her to know that I'm here for her and the baby. Please. Just let me see her.
Dear God, I feel more at peace than I ever have. And yet here I am, still searching. Still trying to understand why my life has turned out the way it has. I realize it's my own human frailties that have kept Rich and me apart. But why would you make this choice for me? Why would you make this child Nick's instead of Rich's? Well, we could have given him such a perfect life, perfect home. Please, God, just help me understand. Help me accept what is and what cannot be changed.
This can't be easy for you,
What?
knowing that Nick has gone after Brooke.
Nick call you from the plane, tell you what he was up to?
Yes.
And I'm sure you just gave him your blessing, didn't you?
I think Brooke needs to be here. I think Brooke needs to be with her family.
Even though she made it perfectly clear she doesn't want anyone coming after her.
She'll feel differently when she sees Nikki.
Yeah. Not that you're here to rub that in or anything, right?
I'm here because I'm concerned about you, Ridge. I know what kind of pain you must be going through.
Oh, Jackie, thank you so much for your concern.
Still, what Nick is doing, it's best for everyone, you know. For Brooke, especially, and her unborn child. I just hope that he can convince her of that.
Sister, please. I came a long way. And I'm asking you to let me see Brooke. I want to make sure that her and my child are okay.
You are a very determined man, Mr.
Payne. My name is Dominic Payne, and you're right. I don't give up easily. Especially when someone matters as much as Brooke does to me.
I believe you mean that. Just as I believe Brooke has gained much from her experience with us.
Well, that's good. But she can't stay here forever.
True. And for Brooke, I think her time with us is nearing an end.
So you're saying that...
I'm saying Brooke is a very wise woman. Wiser perhaps than she realizes. Come, Mr. Payne. I will take you to her.
You do realize that Brooke may not want to see Nick.
But then again, seeing him might be the answer to her prayers.
Oh, you'd love to believe that, wouldn't you?
I didn't say that to hurt you.
No, you said that because you're his mom. Because I'm sure you're so pleased that Nick's finally going after what he wants.
What he wants is to be a father to his child.
There's more to it than that, Jackie, and you know it.
If you're referring to Brooke and his feelings for her, then...
We all know Nick's in love with Brooke. Well, so am I, Jackie. That's why I can't sleep, I can't eat. All I can do is sit around and worry about Brooke being out there alone. A baby growing inside of her, a baby that, God help me, still feels like mine.
But it's not your baby, Ridge, is it? That's why you have to let Brooke go. This is Nicky's child. And the only way the Maronis can go on as a family is for you to step aside. As painful and difficult as that may be.
Excuse me, Mr. Forrester. I have that phone number for you.
You've located my wife.
She's at a spiritual retreat center in the south of France. I've been assured she's fine. Will there be anything else?
No, Marissa, thank you. I'll take it from here.
I'm trying, God, to put myself in your hands, to follow your will, even though I don't understand it, and possibly never can. I need you to show me what step to take next, what path I'm to follow once I leave here. Please, God, show me a sign. Hello? Hello?
What the hell are you doing?
You aren't thinking clearly, Reg. If you were, you'd realize that contacting Brooke now is such a huge mistake for so many reasons. Come in.
You okay?
I just said a prayer and asked God for...
What'd you ask him for?
The phone rang and nobody was there. I thought... Nick, why did you come here?
You mean, why didn't I do like you asked and wait for you to call again?
I told you I was fine.
I know. But I had to see for myself. I had to make sure.
So you've been worried about me?
Yeah. Well, your family and everybody that loves and cares about you is worried about you. Well, you look good. Guess this place has been good for you. Helped you find some peace.
It's hard to explain, put into words everything that I've experienced here. Spiritually, emotionally, everything I've learned.
I'm not here to pressure you or to ask anything from you. Like I said, I just wanted to reassure myself that you and my son were okay. And I've done that. So I'll go.
Nick, wait. It's time for me to go home, too.
I don't recall asking for your advice, Jackie.
Brooke knows how you feel, Ridge. I mean, the two of you said everything that there was to say before she left. She's been gone for weeks now at this spiritual retreat. What has she been doing? She's been trying to find answers, and you should respect that. You should also respect the fact that she's carrying Nikki's baby.
Oh, right. So it's okay for your son to go after her, for me to pick up the phone, her husband, and just give her a call.
I'm just saying that the more you try to pursue this, the more difficult it's going to be for Brooke. I mean, here she is, desperately, obviously trying to heal herself, trying to heal this family. Don't undermine her, Ridge. Don't do that to Brooke.
I am not trying to undermine her, Jackie. And I haven't forgotten what she said she wants, what she thinks she wants. But I can't help feeling that's her conscience talking, not her heart.
I'm afraid that's wishful thinking.
Look, you say you have everybody's best interest at heart here, even mine. Well, I have trouble with that because we both know that you'd love to have Brooke as your daughter-in-law.
Trying to make me feel guilty? Sorry, I can't oblige. I am a mother, and I want my son's happiness just as you want your children's happiness.
Not at other people's expense.
Rich, please, please. Look, I know what this has cost you, what it's costing you. And I empathize, I truly do, but we can't undo what has been done. We have to move on. And if you say
you love Brooke, then you'll let her go, as she asked.
Are you finished? Because I've had quite enough of your phony compassion for one day now.
I didn't mean to, Just, think about what I said, all right? Think about it.
You're really ready to go home.
I have to go back eventually.
But if you need more time, like I said, I'm not here to ask anything of you. I want to do anything I can to make it easier.
I appreciate that more than you know. But as wonderful as it is here, my life is back in LA.
I'm glad you feel that way.
You didn't think I would?
I wasn't quite sure, honestly. Especially given where I found you.
God works in mysterious ways. In any case, it's been a very restorative time for me. Long walks, meditations, counseling. It's exactly what I needed, given what was going on in my life at that time.
I think I understand. It's what the sea does to me. You know, a storm hits, you have to weather it. Then you're left with the calm that follows. I'm proud of you. It's good to see you steering your own course.
Now I feel that I'm ready for the next step. I came here to figure out what was going on with my life and where I was headed. And now I know. I'm ready to take Hope and my baby back home.
Where is Hope, anyway?
She's with Sister Kate. She plays guitar and sings to the little ones at the same time every night.
Oh. I brought my guitar on the plane. Maybe I'll serenade Hope on the way back.
Oh, she'll love that.
So, you ready to get your daughter and go home?
Yes. I'm ready to go home.
Come on, Logan. Where are you?
Knock, knock.
Hey, Bridget.
Am I interrupting anything?
Just my constant state of anxiety. Come on in. You must be psychic. I was just thinking about calling you.
It doesn't take a psychic to realize you could use someone to talk to.
I'm just kind of going a little out of my mind here, waiting for some kind of word from Brooke. Have you heard from her?
No, I'm sorry. She hasn't emailed me in days. Look, I know Nick went after her. How are you handling that?
Oh, extremely well, thank you.
Well, I imagine now that you've had time to digest things, you have many conflicting emotions.
I have only one feeling, Bridget. Strong, unwavering devotion for your mother. No matter how much it hurts that she ended our marriage and that she's having a child by Nick, I still feel I have to trust my heart.
Well, nothing is going to erase the extraordinary history and the bond that you two share.
She's a part of who I am. She always will be. God, I'm dying to see her. I'm dying to hear from her.
And knowing that Nick is the one out there going after her, that can't make it easier on you.
Makes me sick to my stomach. Regardless, I pray to hear from her soon. Something, anything.
So let me grab those keys.
Oh,
Open up for you.
Okay.
Get you settled in here. I'll be out of your hair.
And a little jet lag.
There you go.
Jet lag. Oh, it's so good to be home.
I'll bet.
Bonjour, mes êtres. Welcome home.
How did you get in here?
Oh, Nikki, I'm more resourceful than you think. You must be exhausted. Don't you worry about a thing, though. I've taken care of everything.
What exactly have you taken care of?
Let's see. Well, I made sure the house was clean from top to bottom and had the refrigerator fully stocked.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, Bish, it's the least I can do. I am so ecstatic that you are finally home. Now, what else can I do around here?
No, Mom. I think you've gone above and beyond. Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to go out of your way. Oh, Brock. You're showing with my grandson.
Oh, yes, I think I better take Hope upstairs.
Oh, good idea. She's going to sleep like a little angel tonight. Bye-bye, darling.
Let's go. Up to bed.
You're about as subtle as the Titanic hitting the iceberg.
I am so happy to hear you talk like this, because I know that my mom feels the same way.
Well, she has a funny way of showing it.
No matter what else happens, you will always be the one for my mom. I mean, all she's ever wanted is to be with you. Letting you go has been the hardest thing she's ever done.
Being separated from her feels so wrong.
Look, I can usually find the silver lining in any situation, but I consider this a tragedy. I mean, especially considering all that you two have been through together. My mom wants you in her life. She needs you in her life.
Well, I want her too. I need her. I don't think I've ever loved her more.
And I'm really glad that you didn't succumb to Stephanie's plan the other night. I mean, Samantha's gorgeous. I'm sure she was very tempting.
Samantha is a very beautiful woman. But my heart belongs to your mother. I think even if Brooke and I were sentenced to a life of torment and frustration, I can't see myself loving another woman. Ever.
I've been likened to many things in my life, but never the Titanic.
Why don't you pull a few of your sails in, Mother? We just got home. Let the woman breathe, would you?
Breathe, breathe. Who can breathe? I am so excited. I mean, Nikki, she came home with you. It means she's ready to be a family.
Whoa, hey, hold it. Now, I have no expectations when it comes to Brooke. I've offered only one thing, and that's my help if she needs it.
Good. That's very, very good. But you should be a family. You've got a child on the way, for goodness sake.
I haven't forgotten, Mother.
Well, sometimes I wonder. You can't stand idly by, Nikki, and just hope that everything is going to fall into place.
I really do hope that one day you come out of your shell, Mother, and form an opinion about something.
I'm serious. You have to make things happen in life. Make them. I mean, don't you want to be with this woman?
If it makes you feel any better, I can't picture anyone else with my mom either.
Well, tell that to Nick. I swear his mother's already planning their wedding. She's so excited.
Look, Jackie has good intentions.
I'm not so sure about that. Hello, Rich Forrester. When did they land? Have they gone back to her house? Okay, great. Thanks for the heads up.
Well, that look can only mean one thing.
Brooke's back. She should be home by now.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm heading over there. I'm gonna see her for myself.
What I want is what's best for Brooke. Now, if that's the two of us together, Mother, it will happen when it's supposed to happen.
Her judgment. It's clouded by uncertainty right now, darling. She needs you to help her see where her happiness lies, and it's with you.
Who are we kidding, Mother? Really? Her heart is still very much with Forrester.
And what are you waiting for? For him to swing in and sweep her off her feet again?
This is neither the time nor the place for this conversation.
Because he will, you know, he will. You have got to make Brooke forget about Ridge. You have got to be the one that sweeps her into your arms before it's too late.
Don't you think I want that, Mother? Don't you think I want her in my arms?
Then why haven't you?
Not until she's ready. It has to be her choice.
Her choice. She has made her choice. She came back with you, Nikki. Doesn't that tell you everything you need to know?
You're reading too much into this,
Oh,
Mother.
I am not. I'm just calling it as I see it. I don't understand why you are so keen on standing idly by in the sidelines when you could be starting the rest of your life today with Brooke.
Because that's how it has to be. These things take time, Mother, a lot of time. What's your hurry with this anyway?
Because I spent virtually my entire life alone. I watched you, my little boy, grow up into a man without a real father. And honey, I just do not want that for you.
I'm just afraid if I push too hard, she may shut me out.
Are you really afraid that she just might let you in? Nikki, go up there. Claim your happiness. Be a part of your child's life from the beginning.
Hi. Thought you might want to unpack.
Thank you. You've been an unbelievable help.
Listen, I'm sorry about my mom coming on so strong like that. I guess she's just excited about having a grandchild.
It's fine.
You okay?
I always did wear my heart on my sleeve. The truth is, now that I'm home, all I can think about is Rich. I want to see him so bad it hurts.
Brooke? Brooke?
Rich!
Jackie, what are you doing here?
I have more right to be here than you do.
I want to see Brooke.
Really, didn't we have this conversation the other day? She's not your wife anymore, Ridge. Let her get on with her life.
That is for Brooke to decide, not you.
She's already decided it.
In that case, I strongly suggest you get out of my way.
Stop, Ridge. You leave them alone.